Hi, I'm Diane, host of the History Goes Bump podcast, just hanging out in a cemetery, one of my favorite places to be, and I imagine most listeners of the History Goes Bump podcast love cemeteries too. I need your help to help the podcast grow more, and one of the best ways you can support it is to share the podcast with everybody you know. Share it on your social media, share it with your friends at work. And if you are so inclined, you can join fellow executive producers in the necropolis and be buried in our cemetery at History Goes Bump by being a supporter of the show. You get burial starting at $1. At $2 and above, you get bonus episodes. Here's some of what you've been missing if you're not already an executive producer.
In this bonus cast, I'm going to look at haunted cars. These stories come from all over the world and involve very different vehicles that seem to be haunted or cursed for very different reasons. Every subsequent owner of the vehicle has experienced some kind of bad fate. 15 other people owned this car, and 13 of them were killed in accidents. The car was a mysterious black car that seemed to manifest out of nowhere, and no one could see who was driving the car. Years of reading and hearing ghost stories has convinced me of something. The bathroom has a real penchant for being haunted, and in many haunted locations, it is the most haunted area. Join me as I share some of these haunting toilet tales. But the Devil's Chord is anything but harmonious. The Devil's Interval is formally called the tritone. In this opera, there's a scene that has drums and timpani and feels evil, with a scene playing out what seems to be a black mass. In our modern era, one can hear it in Jimi Hendrix's Purple Haze. So then I got to thinking, well, where's another desolate place that might have ghosts? And the answer was Antarctica. And you know what? I found some ghost stories from there, and I'm going to share them with you. One of the most unique features in Antarctica are nicknamed the Ghost Range. I have a paranormal investigator friend named Linda Zimmerman, and she shared a photo with me several years ago that she took when she was doing an investigation at a private residence. I'd never seen a picture like it, but there was clearly a big dark something standing in front of a window in a room at the front of the house. There was no light from outside passing through it, and the whole room was fairly dark. But there was no question that something the size of a large man was standing in front of the window, and Linda is somebody that I trust, and it really was chilling to look at. Just looking at the picture disturbed me.